Is your calathea looking thin, sad, or just not as full as those dreamy Instagram plants? What if I told you the secret to a bushier? Fuller calathea isn't luck. It's just 6 simple tricks most people completely miss. And trick number 3 might surprise you. Discover how to grow a bushier calathea that not only survives but thrives, with our expert tips to help you get started. Calatheas are gorgeous houseplants, but at the same time, they are a bit demanding. While most people focus on keeping them alive, which, let us be honest, is a challenge in itself, we are here to take it up a notch. In this post, you will learn how to grow a bushier calathea that doesn't just live but flourishes beautifully. How to grow a bushier calathea that looks great. 1. Pick the right variety. Not all calatheas are naturally bushy, so getting a bushier variety will make your job easier and give you a good start. If you have been struggling with a calathea that looks thin no matter what you do, the problem might not be you, it might be your plant's genetics. Some calatheas grow more upright with spaced-out leaves, while others naturally spread into a dense clump. If bushy is what you desire, opt for fuller-growing varieties like Calathea orbifolia, which has broad, round leaves that give it a naturally full and lush look. You can also go for Calathea makoyana, which is a popular peacock plant. This variety spreads out beautifully and forms a compact but fuller shape. The long, wavy leaves of Calathea rufibarba are not a bad choice either. You can also go for Calathea zebrina or Calathea insignis. These grow densely and give you a fuller growing plant. 2. Pinching for fuller growth. Yes, you can prune calatheas. Most people think of these plants as strictly foliage plants, but light trimming can work wonders for encouraging new growth. Unlike your vining plants, calatheas don't branch out from nodes, but removing old or weak leaves helps the plant redirect its energy into producing new, healthy ones. This can easily lead to a bushier appearance in your plant. Use sharp, sterilized scissors and trim away older, yellowing, or damaged leaves at the base. This will trigger your plant to replace them with newer and healthier ones. For calatheas that look too tall and thin, cut the longest stems down by a few inches. This will encourage the plant to push out new leaves, from the base rather, than just elongating existing stems. The best time to prune your plant is in spring and summer when it is in active growth mode. 3. Rotate for even growth. Calatheas, like most houseplants, lean toward their light source. Keeping it facing the same direction can result in a lopsided plant, full on one side and sparse on the other. That's not the lush, symmetrical beauty you are looking for, as it gives your plant a shabby look. There is a simple fix to this issue. All you need to do is rotate your calathea a quarter turn every time you water it. This will ensure even light distribution and promote a uniform, denser shape rather than being bare on one side. If you notice your calathea stretching toward the light, it might need a brighter spot. However, make sure the light remains indirect, as calatheas dislike direct sunlight for longer durations. 4. Give proper humidity. Everyone knows calatheas love humidity, but do you know that uneven humidity can cause inconsistent growth in your plant? If only part of the plant gets the moisture boost, it'll grow lopsided or sparse, which means no full and bushy growth for your plant. So instead of just misting, which only provides short-lived moisture, consider other methods. One option is to use a humidity tray to add moisture around your plant. Place a shallow tray filled with pebbles and water under your calathea. As the water evaporates, it will provide steady moisture to your plant. While doing this, ensure that the bottom of the pot is not directly touching the water. You can also keep your calathea with other houseplants to create a naturally humid microenvironment that naturally increases moisture. The simplest and most effective trick is to use a humidifier. Keeping humidity high will prevent crispy leaf edges and keep your calathea looking full and healthy. 5. The divide method. If your calathea looks scanty because it is excessively root-bound, dividing it can stimulate fresh, bushier growth. Overcrowded roots struggle to absorb water and nutrients efficiently, which often leads to slower leaf production and a thinner appearance. Splitting up the plant can reduce root congestion and allow each new section to establish itself more vigorously. Gently remove the plant. from its pot and look for natural separation points, areas where clusters of stems naturally divide. To ensure a good recovery, divide it so that every division has at least 3-5 leaves and a strong root system. You can use your hands or a sterile knife to carefully separate the sections while avoiding unnecessary damage to the delicate roots. The trick: repot each divided clump into the same old pot in fresh soil. If there's space for a bushier, look or get a separate container and have more of these plants. 6. Fertilize without overdoing it. Calatheas aren't heavy feeders, but a well-timed nutrient boost can make a difference in achieving bushier growth. The trick is to feed them just enough to stimulate lush foliage without overwhelming their delicate roots. Instead of relying on a generic all-purpose fertilizer, opt for a nitrogen-rich blend, which fuels leafy expansion and helps your calathea produce more healthy foliage. You can use a balanced, diluted liquid fertilizer once a month during the growing season, spring and summer. Always dilute them to 1/2 to 1/4 strength to prevent buildup in the soil, which can cause root stress. You can use organic options like worm castings, compost tea, or fish emulsion for a more natural approach. These are perfect for a slow, steady release of nutrients, which is best for plant health and soil quality. And there you have it. 6 simple tricks to turn your calathea into a lush, bushy showstopper. Try these out, and in just a few weeks, you'll start seeing fuller growth and healthier leaves. If you found this helpful, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this with a fellow plant lover. And tell me in the comments, what's your biggest struggle with calatheas? Let's grow together!